What's up, y'all? It's your boy KevOnStage. And it's time for Dear KevOnStage, where I answer questions that you ask about relationships, love, and life. This one's a little long, so bear with me. Dear KevOnStage, I fell in love with a guy who at one point was like my best friend. We really started to become close, and then out of nowhere, he just forgot I existed and stopped talking to me. He moved out of state, and I rarely ever hear from him. Problem is, I love him and care about him so much, and I can't seem to let go. I feel the only way to move on is for me to have closure, and I feel like the only way I can do that is to tell him how I really felt. My question is, how do guys feel about a woman who tells them how they feel in terms of love? Great question. First of all, I don't know that closure will help you. I think if you tell them how you really feel, you might find out it's going to hurt. Because men can be very cold and calculating sometimes. But if that's what you feel you need to do, Godspeed to you. But to answer your question, how do men feel about women telling them how they feel in terms of love? Men feel great. We love it. The only problem is we can't always reciprocate or explain or express that feeling to you. One of the difficult things about growing up as a man in America is masculinity. You got to be a man. Boys don't cry. So those feelings of sensitivity and expressing your feelings are stamped out by society. I'll tell you about a little story about a little boy named Kevin, who was very sensitive and expressive and affectionate and all that stuff growing up. And you know what I was told? Shut up, stop crying, you're a little boy. Hey, that's gay. I was like, I just want to tell you I love you. And people just say, man, that's gay. That's gay, bro. Don't say that stuff. Don't tell me you love me. We're men. We don't hug. We don't kiss. You're a little boy. Be a man. And that's all you're told. So those feelings you naturally want to express you're taught. You're molded to be a man and not express those feelings. Now the problem is when you want to love a woman, you don't know how to do that. So the light clicked on for me when my great-grandmother died, and I cried like a baby. And I always cry. I cry when I get mad. I cry at movies. I cried during Toy Story 3, almost, when them boys and toys were like locked arms and the fire was coming on. And they were like, oh, we're just going to die together. I almost cried, man. During Up 2, when the dude's wife lost the baby, I was like, what kind of cartoon movie is this? So I was an affectionate person, but I was trying not to tell people I loved them and stuff like that. And when my grandma died, I was like, bump this. If I love you, I'm about to tell you. You can call me gay. I know I'm not gay. So if I love you, I love you. And I'm going to kiss and hug you because that's how I feel. So take it or leave it. So anyway, that's how I started living life. And once I met my wife and fell in love with her, it was easier for me to express those feelings because I had already decided to do that. Now, most men don't operate like that. And what also happens is women can also make this very difficult. When a man is sensitive and or expressive, you know what he's told? You're lame. You're weak. I need a real man. I need a thug. Not necessarily a thug, but I need a real man. You're all soft. So you can't have it both ways. You can't tell a man, don't be sensitive, don't cry, all that, and then say, express yourself, tell me how you really feel, because his whole life, he's been taught to do the opposite. So to answer your question simply, you can try and tell a man how you really feel. He might embrace it, but don't be surprised if he's not able to express that back to you. All right, I hope that helped you. If you have questions, guys, send them to me. I'm just going to answer them in the order that they come, not by excitement order or what I think will get views. I'm just going to answer them in the order that they come, all right? KevOnStage@gmail.com.
It's KevOnStage. Go and subscribe to my YouTube page, and don't you be bitter. Just follow me on Twitter. Yeah, jam. KevOnStage. Oh.